And I want you to know that the Virgin Mary came to this little girl so many times to comfort her, to be with her, to speak with her, to instruct her, that when this little girl received visitors, this is unbelievable. When visitors would come to see her, she would say, "You don't stand right there. That's where the Blessed Mother stands. You don't get away from there. That's where the Virgin Mary stands. That's where she comes to speak to me. Don't stand there. That place is holy." And now to tell you just the end of the story. The following day, Jacinta said goodbye to her beloved Lucia. This, because she's now being taken, you see, to the hospital in Lisbon, where they thought they could do good for her with surgery. The following day, Jacinta said goodbye to her beloved Lucia. This was the bitterest cross of all for these two children. Their hearts were one, and it was like taking a sword and cutting their hearts in two. And this is the words Lucia writes in her memoirs. "She kept her arms around me for a long time. She was crying and saying to me, 'Never again shall we see each other. Pray a great deal for me, for I am going to heaven. There I will pray a lot for you. Don't ever tell anyone the secret,' the third secret, 'even if they kill you. Love Jesus a great deal and the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Make many sacrifices for sinners.'" Jacinta spent and when she was taken finally to Lisbon, Jacinta spent every possible moment in the chapel kneeling. Or when she could no longer kneel, she sat in the choir, her eyes riveted on the tabernacle. But in her ardent love for Jesus, she could not overlook the little discourtesies of visitors. Listen to this. She saw some people who did not show proper reverence in the chapel. This is the Mother Superior of the hospital describing this. And she said to me, this is the words of the Mother Superior, "My dear mother, don't allow that. They must act before the Blessed Sacrament as is proper. Everyone must be quiet in church. They must not speak. If these people knew what is waiting for them." I went downstairs to speak to the people who were misbehaving in the chapel, but I did not always have success. When I returned, she said, "What happened?" I told her, and they would not listen. "Patience," she replied, her face showing her sorrow over the irreverence of the people. "Our Lady is pleased with you." At each visit of Our Lady, Jacinta spoke with wisdom far beyond her age, education, or experience. "Who taught you so much?" the superior asked. "Our Lady taught me, but some things I think out myself. I like to think very much." Our Lady said that there are many wars and discords in the world. Wars are only punishments for the sins of the world, as the words of the Virgin Mary. Our Lady cannot stay the arm of her beloved Son upon the world anymore. It is necessary to do penance. If the people amend themselves, our Lord shall still come to the aid of the world. If they do not amend themselves, punishments will come. And then perhaps among the last remarks of the Jacinta, these are so important, I want you to hear them. "Don't worry, good mother." This is the Mother Superior she's talking to. "You will go there after my death in heaven. My dear mother, the sins that bring most souls to hell," listen to this. This is the little girl talking from the Virgin Mary's instructions. "The sins that bring most souls to hell are the sins of the flesh. Certain fashions are going to be introduced," this is a prophecy, "which will offend our Lord very much. Those who serve God should not follow these fashions." The church has no fashions. Our Lord is always the same. The sins of the world are too great. If only people knew what eternity is, they would do everything to change their lives. People lose their souls because they do not think about the death of our Lord and do not do penance. Many marriages are not good. They do not please our Lord and are not of God. Pray a great deal for governments. Pity those governments which persecute the religion of our Lord. If governments left the church in peace and gave liberty to holy religion, they would be blessed by God. My good mother, do not give yourself to immodest clothes. Run away from riches. Love holy poverty and silence very much. Be charitable even with those who are unkind. Never criticize others and avoid those who do. Be patient, for patience brings us to heaven. Mortifications and sacrifices please our Lord a great deal. Can you believe this? An 8-year-old girl talking like this? This is clearly from the Virgin Mary. Confession is a sacrament of mercy. That is why people should approach the confessional with confidence and joy. Without confession, there is no salvation.